Well, so here's the sad story about the auto show. I had planned to leave my hotel in Tuscaloosa at 3:30 in the morning to get to New York by 9, so that I would be able to spend the entire day at the auto show. They forgot to send a plane to Tuscaloosa. Delta did.
Kind of overlooked it.
Yeah.
Did we forget Tuscaloosa again? God damn it.
Like, I know there's something we were supposed to send to Tuscaloosa. What was? Oh, you know what? It was an airplane. But anyway, I ended up getting there at 3:30. I texted the one guy I had to meet. That the entire trip to New York was predicated on meeting this one guy. I texted him, and he was like, "I'll be here till 5 if you can make it." And I not sprinted, but I went hustling my way over there, including like getting incredibly sweaty by the time I was there, which every time I end up at the New York Auto Show, I'm sweaty. I'm always the sweatiest guy there.
New York.
But I met with him for 30 minutes and then pretty much immediately had to leave and go to another meeting across town and then go to a Cadillac thing at night. So I think I was in the convention hall for 30 minutes. I saw, or maybe 40 minutes, I saw the new VW Atlas. There were about 30 people there to receive it. A crowd of about 30.
Is that a weapon? Is that some sort of new weapons system?
No, it's still a car. They haven't switched that over yet.
Okay.
This was just a car. I guess you could use it as a weapon.
Many such cases.
It's pretty big.
Yeah. They had that. I feel like there was some other. Oh, the Hyundai had a Jeep / Bronco competitor there, the Boulder.
Okay.
Which is like a real body on frame, trucky little SUV thing. It's kind of cool. Like,
is this a concept or is this an actual thing?
But they're going to build it. It's if you remember the crater that I think I saw in LA, that like weird little buggy concept thing, like that interior is mostly intact inside the Boulder, which is pretty cool. That's going to be like
I'm looking at the alloy story, and it looks cool.
Yeah, it'll be like a little Wrangler, Land Rover Defender / Bronco competitor. So,
oh wow, the interior is really cool.
Yeah. It was like, that was the first time. I think one of the other journalists I saw at the airport was like, he's like, that's the first time I ever can remember being surprised at an auto show since like 2015. And I was like, I think that's probably true.
Yeah.
Like there's no pre-warning of that product coming, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I'd spent a week arranging little meet and greets for different PR and marketing people at the auto show, and then I just did not get to do any of them. So, very cool. I did go to that Cadillac party that I mentioned. And ended up talking to a bunch of journalists about alloy, and as I mentioned in the voice chat, got a very funny suggestion for my next job that we probably shouldn't name the names of, but it's a CEO of a big media company. And I was like, yeah, sure. Well, let's do it. It's like, here's my phone number.
It would be so funny.
It would rip. It would be so good. It would be so good when I got the job and then was fired 1 month later because someone found the tired pod. And
listen, I put in so many redactions on that Patreon episode. That we met today.
Like, yep.
I was very diligent.
Did you guys know he was doing this podcast before you made the offer, the $2 million a year offer to be the CEO?
It's a different guy. It's a different Rory Carroll.
Actually, I got
there's the Irish one.
Yeah, it's the Irish one.
There's the
sports ball one.
Oh, is there a sports ball one?
Yeah. The I got two people this morning, lovely Irish people, tagging me on this really nice story about this guy who is like a Irish nationalist, and helped kick things off in 1916. Who was executed by the British, and was publicly called a sexual deviant.
My kind of guy.
He was gay. Yeah.
Let's go! Let's go!
Yeah, I know. It was a great story,
That's my man.
and a bunch of people were tagging me on Blue Sky this morning saying how good of a job I did with it, and I had to individually reply to all of them and be like, "That's actually
That's the
a
other
different
one.
guy. That is the good one. That is not me, unfortunately." But yeah, it was it's always huge. Okay, so after the Cadillac party, LA contributor Jamie Kitman was there, and he's like, "You got to see the car that I brought." And I was like, "Okay," because he always has cool stuff. He has a company. He was, I think we've mentioned him on the pod before, but he is a band manager. He's managed a bunch of bands like They Might Be Giants and the Meat Puppets. And,
Oh, yes.
a whole bunch of.
I mean, he's the guy who when Automobile magazine started in like 1986, which was David E. Davis from Car and Driver, the editor, kind of famously pompous editor of Car and Driver, kind of took a few of his core people and started this new magazine called Automobile, that was like, we're not going to test anything. We're not going to, there's no specifications, whatever. It's all about vibes. Like that was basically the it was like automotive lifestyle magazine. But he started Jamie Kitman started writing for Automobile at the time, and one of the first things that he wrote, maybe it was the first, was that They Might Be Giants tour diary, where it was them in a Chrysler minivan. and that was my introduction. I mean, I knew They Might Be Giants, but that was my introduction to him. And he's written about cars basically ever since, while he's had this kind of parallel career as I guess his main career as just an attorney and music biz guy.
Well, the other career that he has is he has a company called Octane Film Cars.
Right, which, yeah. I mean,
And
he's always had like this like pretty amazing collection of his own stuff, right?
And this is how he does it, is he provides movie production and TV productions with vintage cars, like period correct cars. So like it's like you're doing a mob movie that's set in Manhattan, and he'll roll up with a semi full of like 70s Cadillacs. But he brought a Renault Twingo to the show.
Baby.
Yeah, green, like that hunter green, dark hunter green color. And was I was like, God damn it, dude. You've always got such wonderful little cars.
That's so good.
But yeah, it was really cool. It was cool to see one of those like in Manhattan too.
Yeah.
Correct.
But yeah, man, always great to be in New York. I got some other good stuff to figured out for Alloy. That took some doing. That was a very tricky situation that I somehow seem to have navigated. So it's great, and I have to say, like, I do. Being able to get around on a fucking train is a magical experience. It's so nice. It's so nice. Every time I do it, I'm like, God damn it! So it's like this makes so much sense. It's good. Good to be in the big city for the country mouse fella like me. And then I think go to that. Going to Long Beach for the IMSA IndyCar doubleheader.
Yeah.
What else am I doing? There's a couple other.
When is that in when is that? 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's like
A week?
April 16th. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have some other. I think I'm on another car launch. It's like I'm back to like the Rory hell ride travel schedule, which is good because I lost airline status. My
Oh shit.
Bummer.
Mine's gonna fall off pretty soon too.
yeah, it's yeah, it's they treat you like dirt when you don't have status.
Mhm.
Oh, I did have an interaction with an ICE agent at the New York at LaGuardia Security.
Always a pleasure, I'm sure.
Yeah, he
That's why they call them nice agents.
nice agent. He was trying to be friendly to me, and I did not reply to him. I just looked at him and I was like,
Correct.
don't try to
Yeah.
don't try to
You know what
fucking,
this is.
Don't act
Yeah.
like you're human.
Yeah.
don't act like you're my friend just because I am the most obviously American citizen type looking guy on the planet.
That's true.
It's like it's like, yeah.
Like I am not on your side. Yeah.
The picture on the box of American citizens is like my big fucking potato head. But yeah,
Very good. Yeah.
that was good. So okay, here's what we had from the auto show. We had the new Chrysler minivan, which is just a facelift for the current minivan.
Oh man, dude, you had like new Chrysler. I was like,
I was like,
because I somehow, I mean, I did kind of glance at like a few sites, just but I didn't see. I haven't seen anything about New York, so I don't know anything.
Yeah, there was
But the
not-
fact that there's any new Chrysler like that feels
well,
like
it's the Pacifica. It's the same car they've been selling, but with just a different face.
for what, like 15 years now.
Yeah, I think the only car they've had.
Yes, it's the only Chrysler.
Not great. They had the Kia EV3, which looked great. Little
I
tiny
see
EV crossover thing.
Oh,
They had a
cool.
new
Yeah.
Kia Seltos, which is the car that my sister drives. Also looked good. Subaru Getaway, 3-row electric SUV based on the Toyota Highlander platform.
Okay.
But yeah, this Boulder thing seemed to be, I guess, the Forester Wilderness. You can get it in a hybrid. Let's see what else. The Ford Expedition was there, but it looks like it's just like the 30th anniversary.
Snooze.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think, yeah, it was pretty dead that those auto shows, if it wasn't for the Koreans, they would not be able to do it at all. I think would be the assessment that I have of that.
Yeah.
It's like they're the only ones really taking up space. I mean, I think Subaru is there because Kia, Hyundai, and Genesis are there, but it not a great look.
I feel like that's going to be the case. I feel like this period right now, like years from now, will be looked back upon as kind of like the before times.
Yeah.
And and when that's going to change is when the Chinese companies roll in.
Yeah.
And suddenly the auto show is a thing again.
It's back, baby.
It's a big event.
Yep.
And
Everyone's spending money and drinking champagne. The the funny thing about that is in the history books, and like 20 years from now, our kids will be like, everything went bad when the Straits of Hormuz got blockaded or whatever, and we'll be like, no, it was getting bad for a long time before that. It was a lot that led up to that, but it's like that will just be like the incident where it happened.
Yeah.
It's like, and then everything was bad after that. It's like, no. It was super shitty all the way. Like it was like it kept getting. This was kind of like
it was a long
yeah,
process.
it was a decline. This was maybe the straw that broke the camel's back, I guess you could say. But like we were on the way to it prior to that. But it'll be fun to explain. But yeah, I hope hopefully some Zeekers will be there next year, and
Jeez.
maybe give me another reason to go to New York every year.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's going to happen at some point.
Yeah. What are the news items that you had?
Well, I mean, they're just kind of like related things, like related to just like what's going on in the world. I can't remember if I know we talked about this, but I can't remember if it ever actually made it into any of the podcasts or not. But I was telling you guys about how like we're planning this like I started planning this family vacation like for this summer, like to go to Europe because this is the thing that Natalia wants. My daughter, my 14-year-old daughter, and we haven't done a family vacation in like 6 years, like a proper actual, we all fly somewhere kind of thing. And this is the thing that she wants, like in lieu of like a quinceañeras. Like she wants to go to Europe. All of her fucking friends go to Europe. So she wants to go to Switzerland, and it's like, okay, Switzerland, sure. Anyway, so I started fucking booking this thing, and of course, like now, and like literally I started booking this like the week before shit fucking popped off, and now it's just kind of like, I don't know if this fucking thing is gonna, I'm still planning it as if it's going to happen. But anyway, I saw this this thing from politico.eu, and that was maybe pursuant to relevant to to our family plans. Top Brussels official urges Europeans to work from home and drive less. Energy commissioner says the oil crisis triggered by Iran war will bring lengthy upheaval, in a speech reminiscent of the COVID pandemic. And the part that kind of jumped out at me from this, he said, this is EU energy chief Dan Jorgensen, said, even if peace is here tomorrow, still we will not go back to normal in the foreseeable future. The more you can do to save oil, especially diesel, especially jet fuel, the better off we are. And then he urged member countries to follow the advice of the International Energy Agency, which he said included, quote, work from home where possible, reduce highway speed limits by 10 kilometers an hour, encourage public transport, alternate private car access, which I don't know if that means like explore alternatives to private car access, or if that just means like you can only drive like on alternate days or something.
Every other day. Well, that'd be cool.
Increase car sharing and adopt efficient driving practices, which, like, all of that stuff, and I mean, I feel like I should note, just kind of like for posterity, that we're at the time of recording this, we are still here in the U.S. anyway. We are still in this kind of like, this in between moment, kind of between the sowing and the reaping, right? The actions and the consequences. In terms of, I mean, gas is going, I paid like $5 a gallon to fill my car today, which is like basically up $1 from a month ago. But the real effects have not yet begun to be felt here, because there are still boats full of oil on the water, like from the Gulf, and they'll be arriving soon. Those will stop arriving pretty soon, and when they do, that's kind of when things get real. But But what this reminded me of was just like, was like my time being a kid, like during the fucking first oil crisis, I mean, I was 3 and 4 years old during the first OPEC oil crisis in 1973, 1974, and then second one in 79. Would have been 9 years old. But I remember gas lines in California.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in California they did the thing where you could only get gas on if whatever number your license plate ended in, like if it was even or odd, you could get gas on the even or odd days of the month. So you couldn't go to the gas station every day. You could only go on every, the days that matched your odd or even number. So that shit was real, that stuff happened. But also, like, it's kind of a distant memory now, but the 55 mile per hour speed limit, I think people kind of, maybe that's been kind of retconned into kind of Ralph Nader safety paranoia stuff. But the actual reason for that, and that might have, served as a kind of additional rationale for it, a justification, but the real reason was the fucking oil crisis. And that was a measure designed, on a federal level to reduce energy consumption, because if you fucking drive slower, you're using less gas. And that's basically like what this, so I mean, it's so just kind of startling and funny to hear this EU energy commissioner in 2026 like saying we should reduce speed limits by 10 kph. Like, it's
the funniest thing about not the funniest thing about all this, one of the funniest things about this is that the gas prices, and it's like, for all of the administration's efforts to like de-wokeify the car business and like reduce any support for electric cars or like any of the like many like like getting rid of the EPA regulations on emissions, like all that stuff.
Yep.
It's like he's probably going to end up just being like the EV president who like who did more for the sale of electric cars and for the electric car market than anyone in history. Or like, it's like, how do you get Western Europeans and Americans to like reduce their energy consumption? It's like, not voluntarily, but like make it twice as expensive, and like all of a sudden, like people will stop using their air conditioning. They will stop. It's like all these kind of like climate dreams that should have been like too unrealistic to ever ask for in previous years in administrations are now like, well, that's actually probably going to happen. Like there's going to be less airline travel. There's going to be less driving. There's going to be less, you know what I mean? It's like, they're calling him the greenest president in history.
Literally.
It is ironic. Yeah, it's kind of wild. I mean, do you guys, was the 55 mile per hour speed limit even still a thing for you guys growing up?
I don't think so.
I can't remember when they started phasing it out. I mean, I think federally it got phased out like in the mid-late 80s.
I have car and drivers from the early 80s that are talking about sending in those postcards and tell them to take it away.
Oh yeah,
so I assume it was rolling.
Oh, it was still very much going on in the early 80s for sure.
But
and
there was definitely momentum to be like, we gotta pop that.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of like maybe like late Reagan era when they started lifting some of it in some places.
The only thing that has stuck with me is the Sammy Hagar song.
Yeah, I can't drive 55, which
Yeah.
I made a point of using as a parallel in my Speed Kills article about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's why I remember all that stuff.
I mean, the other part of that, I mean, the kind of, because this was like, I mean, as I was getting into cars, and and then beginning to drive, I mean, this was all, I mean, this is something that all the fucking magazines just bitched and moaned about, and kind of,
it was the impetus
flouted.
for the Cannonball Run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there, Car and Driver would run like articles about like how to speed and get away with it. Basically, they would do like radar detector shootouts and all that kind of stuff. But
we used
also,
to call them Fuzzbusters back in those days.
Well, that was a brand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that was the Kleenex version, or like
right.
the
Yeah.
I do love all those ads for the radar detector stuff and the old Car and Driver.
Oh, totally.
That's
I mean,
so
that was
cool.
fucking de rigueur. You had to fucking have it.
It's really neat.
But also, like, all the cars that I like grew up driving, they all had 85 mile per hour speed limit, speedometers. Speedometers could only go up to 85. That was a federal thing.
Yeah.
And also the number 55 on the speedometer would
highlighted.
be like highlighted. It would be like bigger than all the other numbers. So it's like,
Aim here.
and but I also, and in my earliest years of touring, I mean, when Nothing Painted Blue, when I started touring with Nothing Painted Blue, and we would tour in the big Suburban, and this was past the point. Yeah, I mean, lots of places, had like there were lots of places where you could go 65 now, for example.
They changed that I'm looking at the article now. They changed it in the late 80s. They upped it to 65 in certain places.
Okay. So they lifted the federal thing. Isn't that how they did it, or did they
It was
federally permit?
It was 55 globally,
Right.
and then I think it says 87. They upped it to 65. So some places then went up to 65, and then in 95 they got rid of the thing overall. Gotcha.
Okay. But one of the things was, because we were on such a fucking shoestring, we would just fucking drive 55, man. Like, we would set the fucking cruise control to double nickels on the dime and just be fucking rolling down I-40 or I-80, just like in the middle of fucking Wyoming, or just, just straight line to the horizon and just puttering along at fucking 55 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Just because, like, and the thing is, like, we had a large enough sample size. We were driving enough that we, if we gave ourselves permission to go up to 60, do a tank at 60,
it's like costing you. Yeah.
That cost us money. So it was just like, whatever, man, set it at 55, we'll get there. and that was just our MO. And with the Skothke too, I mean, I was very like, it's like, look guys, we're fucking eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and sleeping on people's floors. Like, we cannot afford 56 miles per hour. We're fucking heading back there, man.
I have some very distinct memories of driving cars with 55 mile an hour speed limit, or speedometers, 85 mile an hour speed limits, and then watching the needle go past 85 and then go past the odometer and then start coming back toward the front, just going completely around the circle.
Some manufacturers would do that. Most of them, it would just peg at 85. I feel like they were like the kind of, maybe like the Mustang GTs, like the fast Mustangs, they actually would leave like a blank space on the speedometer, like beyond 65, so where you could like
add your own. Yeah, I don't remember what car. I mean, that would have been like our van. It would have been like my Plymouth Horizon. It would have been my buddy's had a Ford Escort with the V6, which seemed very fast to me at the time. I remember like the night I got my license, and I bought my grandmother's 83, 84 Plymouth Horizon, which was like a very nice car. The doors were a little bit rusted out. But I bought it for $200, I think, or $400, something like that. And drove it immediately, filled it with all of my friends, and drove it out towards Long Lake, Matty, like towards like the south part. There's like a huge straight road out there, and it was like extremely icy, like glare ice visibly. And I was like, let's see how fast we can go. And it was like we gotta top it out. And it was like driving on this glare ice where it was like if I touched the brake or try to steer at all, we are all dead. And it was like playing, I think I was like listening to like a Led Zeppelin CD over like the thing that you tune your FM radio to a CD. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you could,
Yeah.
like a little transmitter. But yeah, it was like immediately risk life and limb. Like, you know what I mean? Like not a few hours pass. But it was like, let's see how many people I can kill doing this. Yeah, a little teenage brain.
Up there.
Death drive.
Amazing. Yeah. But yeah, other related story to just kind of segueing off of what you were talking about about the green. They're calling him the greenest president ever. This is a story from Yale climateconnections.org. Yale as in the university, I think.
Sure, yeah.
And this is a story called What's Cheaper, Fueling Your Car with Gas or Electricity? And they have, and I'm not going to, I'm not even going to look at the formula for how they've calculated this. But basically what they've done is, they've run the numbers, based on gas prices and energy prices in all 50 states, and using for as a basis for comparison 2025 Hyundai Konas, gasoline powered versus the Hyundai Kona electric, and it's based on home charging, and what they've calculated is basically like what the electronic equivalent to a gallon of gasoline. What does it cost in all these different states? And it ranges from, I think the cheapest is North Dakota, where a gallon of electric of
Electrons.
Yeah, electric gasoline would cost you 98 cents. And I think the top one is maybe Massachusetts. What is that? 280. Yeah. So, New York, 255. Michigan is $1.75. Delaware, Matty, is $1.48. So that's basically like what you'd be saving versus fueling your gasoline car. Which I don't know that I have. That's the first time I've seen anybody like attempt to
break it down like that,
to calculate it in. It's expressed in e-gallons, which is the cost of charging an EV by an amount equivalent to 1 gallon of gasoline. They say, I wrote about the math behind the e-gallon and plotted a similar map of prices in early 2024. There's a link to that if people want to read about the math behind the e-gallon. I will take them at their word that it's
that's maybe the last thing that I want to read about is the math behind the
exactly. I'm sure there's like a million questions that you can, and obviously there's going to be like a million variables, but there's also a million variables with fuel prices and price of gasoline at any given city within a state, anyway, whatever. But I feel like there's some broad conclusions that can be drawn from this, and chief among them is that it seems like it's significantly less expensive to power your EV, at least if you're doing it at home.
Yeah.
Than it is to fuel your car, and it's only going to get.
I do have to say,
more.
is like the Rivian thing has been a mixed bag, to say the least. But it is so nice to not have to think about what gas costs. And like, and not that I do a ton of driving like it would be, for me, it would be like a yearly budget swing of like a couple $100, because it's like my daily car use is like 2 to 5 miles. Probably. So it's just like, it doesn't make a difference. Like I could be getting 1 mile per gallon, or I could be getting 100 miles per gallon. And it's like, it's still only going to be, it doesn't make a difference. But it is nice. And I will say too, it's like the Trump thing, the Hormuz situation, the gas prices thing, and like for the first time ever, like a huge glut of EVs coming off lease for the first time is going to create some really good, it's a really good time if you're EV curious to buy a cheap used EV, which is, I don't know, maybe that's a topic for a future show, but I think like, we should have Kevin Williams on to talk about it too, because he's done a lot of that. But it's like, I don't know, if you're a listener and you're interested in doing that, there's going to be some pretty like relatively affordable EVs out there. Right as gas hits $9 a gallon, and then you're going to have an appreciating asset probably, where it's like, I think like if gas goes where it looks like it's going to go, like you could conceivably buy a cheap EV, drive it for a year, and sell it for what you paid for it. If the market,
that's actually like man. Maybe we should. It's funny. I've just been buying rice, but
I've been buying bullets.
Maybe we should buy EVs.
Yeah, stock up on EVs. I wonder how many EVs I can get for my bullets.
Barter system is back, baby.
I bet I could do that in Traverse City. I think that I probably would have no problem buying a car with bullets up here. I could acquire a car with bullets in a number of different ways.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services, or on the other hand,
with the service of not shooting you.
the service I provide.
The classic service.
One of the oldest services provided.
I also feel like it's kind of worth saying, because we're going to be well, we this last week was spring break here for us, Easter week, and so wife and child were off of school and work, and all week Patricia and I, my wife and I, had been talking about we should go to a movie. We should, we should go see a movie together. We should do something. But we've just been like running around, and we've just been too busy. And then yesterday it was just like, should we just watch a movie? Let's watch a movie. Natalia's at like some, theater thing, so during the afternoon we just watched a movie together. And we watched a movie that she had been wanting to watch for a long time.
Which was?
The Zone of Interest.
Oh, no.
Nice. Oh, feel good flick for time at
I
home.
mean, that's been on my list too.
And yeah, and the thing is, like,
She's so cool.
yeah, it's funny. Like, she has funny, like, just kind of taste in movie, but like I mean, that's one that I had been,
Yeah.
obviously wanting to watch,
Yeah.
but we just never got around to it, and I think we almost went to see it in the theaters, and it was just kind of like she was curious about it. Maybe she had seen the preview for it or some of the trailer, and it's like, this is going to be like insanely depressing, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let's go see something else. But no, now it was time. So we watched it, and yeah, man. The thing about it was, the thing that surprised me about it, I didn't realize it was about fucking Rudolf Hess. like I thought it was just
Like a fictionalized.
a random
Some guy.
just like random family living next door to whatever concert, but no, it's actually, I mean, the family is the fucking Hess family, right? Which both kind of like, I mean, in a way it was kind of like, oh wow, that's fucking crazy, but it also, like, I felt like it maybe let the movie and maybe the audience off the hook a bit compared to what I was expecting, which was just like it's any person, any family, but yeah, the thing that just like and I had been thinking this before even watching this movie, but watching the movie just kind of brought it home to me. Just the we're all going to be bitching about our circumstances, like the price of gas and we talk a lot of shit about just how fucking stupid and inept the country that we live in is, in a way that could be, that is definitely bitching and complaining and whining about, and increasingly I am now hearing those complaints, like they sound to me the same way that the people in Israel, like, oh, we have to go to the shelters 4 times a day, and like and it's like, yeah, fucking tough shit, you fucking assholes, it's like, yeah, nobody's fucking crying for you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Go die.
Yeah.
And given what we are actually fucking doing in Iran, and the crimes and atrocities, I mean, as we're getting our fucking asses handed to us, which is incredibly gratifying to watch, but I mean, this is just me, just kind of like just saying this just to get it off my chest, and but also just like feeling, just inevitably complicit in it and these crimes. And it's like, I don't want for my whining to come off as that. It's like, no, if gas is fucking $20 a gallon, I'm fucking happy about it, even as it like is reducing my fucking standard of living to nothing. It is what we deserve.
Yes. We've been consistent in that if China takes over the US, they blow us up first. We are ideologically consistent as a podcast. It's fine.
Yep.
I am not immune to consequences.
It is a real, and I think I've said this to everybody who's asked about it. It's like, it's going to be really bad, and we're going to deserve it. It's like it's going to be just.
No, I mean, unless you're fucking doing Aaron Bushnell shit or fucking Rachel Corey shit, you don't get to complain at all.
Or podcasting. That's the other.
Or exactly.
Yeah. Or automotive journalism. the other heroic things you can do.
Right. Or making songs or
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe I will become a more heroic figure down the road. It's not impossible.
It's true.
Who knows? Anything could happen. That's the whole point. We don't know.
It's not too late for you to be executed by England.
It's true.
That's right. That's right. Like that guy.
Like the other guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they're probably gonna hit me first, but it's fine. We'll get in line.
It would be weird. It would be a very strange situation to find myself in, being executed by England. You guys, incidentally, I saw a clip of the literary critic from God, I forget his name. He wrote about hating Harry Potter like in 1990, when it came out. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Good.
no.
Is it?
Hell yeah.
But it was just like the point of the thing was like, can 35 million people who bought this book be wrong? And he was like, yes, absolutely. And then he was
Every
like,
single one of them.
he was like, is it at least
dog shit?
He's like, is it at least not? It's like you can't say it's not good that the kids are reading. And he's like, this isn't reading. He's like, this is not like. It was like, this is not. It was so brutal, and it was such a good review.
Yes.
And I was like, that is. Talk about kind of American third rails, but I really like. I've been watching the J.K. Rowling discourse unfold over the last few months, and thinking how bad the books are.
Yeah.
Just they're not readable. They're really
They're
very bad books.
They're garbage.
Yeah.
Anyway, the reason that just popped into my head is because when you said it's not impossible for you to get executed in England, the first thing that popped into my head was, what would I have to do to get executed in England?
Start forming a list. I can think of a few
And then I
things.
got to J.K. Rowling, and then anyway, so.
I would love to be executed by England, actually, yeah.
But then I remembered that funny review. It's not reading. It's not. It would be better for the kids to be on their phones than give them iPad.
Yeah, exactly. Well, worse, it's not even kids. It's all these like people my age who are like, but I grew up with them. I love them.
It's real indictment. Like I said,
We'll attack
we'll be
you
getting what we
physically.
deserve. You will be getting. You deserve it.
Gulag for the Harry Potter millennial. All of them.
There was a there was a really funny off-pod thing that I had to say. All right, should we wrap up?
I guess so, yeah.
Do you have something else?
No, just enjoying hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
I liked your Hyundai story, Rory.
that is which one? The man should drive a car?
Yes.
That is so funny.
It's so real.
I've
It's so
heard
good.
more from people. Like I published that and I felt bad about it. I was like, I should go back and flesh this out a little bit because it's really like low effort. But I've heard from a bunch of people that were like, this is really funny.
Yeah. And you're
But
right.
I think it's true. I think it's like
No, it's absolutely true.
correct.
And it's the thing that's fucking missing. It's the thing that's missing so fucking profoundly from the automotive landscape. It's like when I think of we talked about this, I think when we talked about when we did the Two Doors episodes a long time ago now. But it's like I think of my dad as like when I was born, like 30-year-old my dad.
yeah.
Driving like a 64 Pontiac Grand Prix,
Yeah.
and just like a car that was like dignified,
Yeah.
just like not posing, not bullshit, not fucking boy racer, just a handsome, dignified, normal car.
Yeah.
And it's like there isn't that anymore, but except for like rare cases. Yeah, I mean, even like my car is kind of boy racer, and but like Yeah, I mean that G80. I mean that's just like
it's a car for a man to drive.
Yes.
Yeah,
it really is.
it's like I was like, I got in it the other day, and I was like, fuck, like this just feels good. It's like I feel like an adult. You know what I mean? Like but I wrote that throwaway. You know, I was like, I wrote a tweet or whatever about it on Blue Sky, and then I was like, couldn't stop thinking about it the whole time I was driving it. And it's like, if that car was a manual, like it would be fine, not perfect. It'd be fine. It'd be like, but it's like, I don't know. I just it's like I think it says. In my black sedan, I'm a man who is confidently going about his business. I'm normal and I have my shit together and I care about cars exactly as much as I need to.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's just like what it feels like being in that car. Yeah. It's like, yeah, this is not anything I'm obsessed with. I'm not wasting my money on it. Yeah. This is like, and I'm not trying to be anybody, you know, except for just like a guy.
Toyota Corolla mindset.
I think it's true, and it's people are saying it more and more. But I think like that may be my new cause.
I love this.
Speaking of my bravery, but in like the car world, it's like you need to just have a car.
Yes.
And it's like if you need a specialized vehicle to do another thing, that's an additional vehicle. Mm-hmm. But it was like I think we were talking on the pod about trucks, and they're like, oh, why don't they sell the Hilux in America? And I was like, because it's a work truck. It's like like. Would you drive a tractor to your office? It's like, no, of course not. But it's like only in America would you think that a pickup truck is a good way to get to your office.
Or to take your family around everywhere, you know?
Yeah, it's stupid. Like that's a dumb answer to that question. Which I was like, and I think like if I had the time, that would be a very fun story to write, is that kind of like, how did driving a truck around become like normalized in America? Because like even back in farmer days, like the farmer would have a car to drive to town.
Right.
It wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like the truck was a thing that you used to do truck things on the farm, but it was not, you wouldn't drive to church in the truck, or you wouldn't like go to the grocery store in the truck, or whatever farmers did back in those days. I don't know. But like there was a whole like, you know, there were products that were specifically for farmers to be their town car, like to be their going to town car. Right. But somehow,
we got confused.
We got confused.
We started like mixing up the signs and the signifieds and the
and I think it is too ridiculous. You know, I've had this like series of very nice SUVs and crossovers and stuff, and it's like the stuff that I want to do in a truck, like I would never do it in F-150, like a new F-150. You know what I mean? Like like the remember last year? Yeah, like when I cut down all those trees and I had to. It's like you would never do that in a modern truck. Like I would feel horrible. It's like an $80,000 vehicle on a lease that I'm going to be filling with like 70 trees.
Right. It's like the one kind of use case thing that I can think of is like, why did my screen just get so weird? You see that?
Yeah, I see it. You're like, do you touch it?
Oh, strange.
No.
Is there like a little bit of debris on your camera thingy?
There must be.
Is it a fly? Remember when the fly came on the
strange.
episode 1?
Yeah, you're good.
No, it's still there.
No, I don't see it.
There's kind of like a weird little.
It's there.
Yeah, there's just a little line.
Anyway,
the blur's gone. Pecan, stop eating plastic.
I was just gonna say like the $80,000 pickup truck is like for towing your fucking $75,000 fifth wheel or whatever, you know, like, or your boat or something. It's like your other fucking ridiculous luxury.
I mean, I hate to say this because this sounds like too fancy to say, but it's like, shouldn't someone else be taking care of your boat? Like, shouldn't a guy from the boatyard be taking care of your boat? You know what I mean? Like, if you have a boat,
Right.
why are you schlepping it around?
Yeah.
Like have some fucking guy do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boat should be at the
Not
water.
to be, yeah. And this is like, again, it's like this is all new to me because I've been schlepping boats around and doing truck stuff. I did drive to a mountain goat show in the truck a couple years ago.
Nice.
I remember. Yeah.
Which is very expensive to do. Speaking of gas prices, but so yeah, the car. But I just that G80, like I said, I just got in it and I was like, oh yeah, this is. And it's also, I think, like an age thing too, where it's like, you know, in my 30s even, it was like, oh, I'm gonna drive a lifted Lexus GX with like a shovel tied to it. It's like, probably shouldn't have been doing that in my 30s, but like. Certainly in my 40s, I can't be doing that. So it's like, I need to. That's undignified, as I said in the article. It is undignified behavior to drive, especially like a crossover.
Thank you.
That is not for a man to do. That's not good. It's undignified.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
It's frivolous. A frivolous vehicle.
Yep.
Get a car.
Get a car.
You need to buy a car.
Be an adult. Get a car.
4 doors. Yep. I think this is my new pitch. This is like
I'm
a new
so
marketing
happy.
pitch.
Like, yes.
Okay. Crossovers are for fucking children.
Yeah. That's a car for a woman to drive, I'm afraid. You should be driving a man's car.
Yeah. Fellas, get a car. Grow up.
That would be a very, very funny thing to just kind of like, all the kind of like, you know, like the new masculinity guys, the looks maxing guys, you know, like to just prey on their specific insecurities and just like, wait, are you seriously fucking
Are you driving
like a
Bro, are you trying to sit up high in the truck? Are you a child? Are you not tall enough? You have to sit up. You have to sit up high. You need your booster seat. 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 Huh? You guys remember when the big joke used to be like, oh, SUVs are for women. Like they roll over and they're for women and they have lipstick holders. They have a little step and they're for women. That's like a car for women. And then everyone was like, no, I need to be tall. I need to be tall. And now like women are talking about getting trucks because they're like, I like sitting up high. And I'm like, women's business, not my business. That's fine.
That's right.
Men,
that's not for me.
Car.
I'm tall enough.
Yeah.
I'm so tall.
I don't even care.
Doesn't fucking matter.
I don't care how low I sit because I don't care.
No.
I'm secure enough in my masculinity at 5'2". I'll get in my Toyota Corolla.
No, Matty, you're tall enough. That's
exactly.
The thing. In the same way that I'm tall enough, you're tall enough.
That's right.
everybody's tall enough.
That's right.
Yeah, man, G80, something else. That was like I have another column that I'm gonna have to tone down quite a bit about what is Genesis doing with their cars, because it's like I looked up the other day and I was like, how long has Genesis been around? 2-3 years? And it's like 11 years. They've been around 11 years in the United States, and I have no clue how to explain. People are like, what kind of car is that? It's a cool car. And I'm like, that's a Genesis. They're like, who makes it? And I'm like, well, Genesis, they're owned by Hyundai. And it's like, you can't be saying that stuff at 11 years. You can't be like,
you just say it's like the Lexus of Hyundai.
Even then, that's baffling to people. People don't know that there's like Lexus and Toyota.
They don't. It's true.
It's like
like Lexus, the fancy.
Yeah.
And then you're like, so about Lexus.
Yeah, and I think
just say it's like a Korean Lexus.
That's a better.
Yeah.
That would be a better way to say it. Yeah.
Peter, they should hire you right away.
They should hire you, Peter, because when you tell people this is a really nice car. And like, even though Hyundais are really nice, but it's like it's also no one knows a thing about the car at all. No one knows what they stand for. Right. I don't think like I have a concrete idea of what these.
You know what though? I mean, the sedan, the one Genesis that I do see pretty frequently are the those kind of mid-size. Kind of crossover, but it's like a stylish, sporty crossover. You know what I'm talking about? Is it like what it's called? Like, that's what it is. Yeah,
GB60.
Those I see a fair bit of. Seems like people know those. I think that's probably what most people associate the brand with. I would think.
My feeling though with those cars is
the big ones too. The big
G90s. Yeah.
No, not the sedan.
Oh, the big crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big like kind of.
That's the
I don't know if it's
GV80.
Yeah.
I think what's happening with those, if I had to guess, is that people who are in Hyundai and Kia are getting moved up into a Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like, it's like BMW Ultimate Driving Machine, Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Like go up and down the board of like Lexus is like super overbuilt, like super high quality, reliability, like last car you'll ever have to buy, that kind of stuff. And it's like, I should be able to articulate what Genesis is about after 11 years. And I love the cars. I'm probably like the biggest Genesis evangelist that I know. I recommend them to people all the time, but I don't have a better way of explaining it than saying it's a really nice Hyundai.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
Well, I feel like they've kind of, I mean, whereas Lexus kind of came out of the gate very ambitious.
Yeah.
I feel like Genesis has been more of a soft launch. I mean, like in the sense that it really, I mean, it was a model before it was a brand.
Yeah,
even,
yeah.
Right.
There was the Equus, and the Hyundai Equus.
Right.
Very strange car.
But yeah, I feel like it's something that is kind of, I mean, in kind of the same way that just like Hyundais and Kias have in the last, 5 years especially. I feel like they've gotten much more kind of focused as a brand, as brands, and I think that Genesis is still kind of a work in progress, and I think they're still kind of
it's
finding
been
their way
years.
towards the thing. But like I say, I mean, did you guys see, by the way, that they there's the Genesis hypercar, which is going to debut at the race car.
The
race car that's going to debut at Imola in the World Endurance Championship in a few weeks. They just revealed the livery. Thing is, spectacular looking car, and all during testing and stuff, like they when they first revealed it, it was in like that really brilliant, I mean, you saw it, didn't you see it at the New York last year? Just like brilliant magma orange color. I mean, it looked fucking awesome. The race liveries which have been revealed, like one of it, like there's two cars, one of them is like dark, like super dark silver, the other one is black. It sucks.
Not good.
It's like, what, you guys, and the rationale is that like, well, McLaren is coming next year and they kind of own papaya, like they, it's like that's their signature color, so they don't want to confuse. It's like, dude, you got your fucking car there first. Fucking be orange.
It's your signature color now.
Right.
Yeah, and the McLaren probably will not be papaya either. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like, dude, I mean, it's just it's a stupid rationale, and it's like, come on, you guys.
Car looks fucking awesome though.
It does look good.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, pretty. Yeah, and it's like, I mean, who knows? Reserving judgment until
they actually show up.
They look like on the track or whatever. But it just kind of like disappointing to that like.
I think that
car and
this column that I wrote is like it was like it will help them that they're going racing, but I was like they should be aware that like 10% of car companies that have ever gone racing have had any positive effect from it, like on the perception of their cars, because like it's so hard for marketing people to figure out like what the connection is, like why it's good to go racing. So
dude, Alpine is selling so many more.
They're crushing
fucking cars.
Race on Sunday, sell on Monday. Alpine.
WEC program.
Yeah.
Peugeot 2.
Yeah, Peugeot. Yep, for sure. It's going good for those
Cadillac
guys.
too. Cadillac. I'm sure those Cadillac.
I'm helping
GTPs
them with
are selling.
I'm helping them with that.
Help them, Rory.
They're selling lots of Celestics.
We're gonna help with that. We're gonna help with both of those things. Actually, I've got a plan for both of those.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, speaking of WEC, good good vibes, beaming good vibes out into the universe for our sweet, beloved, beautiful man, Ben Keating, who got hurt training in the offseason and will not be making it to the next 2 races. Get well soon.
I did see that. He hurt his elbow?
Yeah, he broke his fucking elbow.
Doing what?
I probably lifting weights, getting yoked.
My niece just broke her elbow too.
No kidding.
He was probably roller skating. That's what she was doing.
Can you imagine?
I could see Ben.
I don't like roller skating, man. You go very fast, and when you stop very hard.
It's very awkward.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
What to say.
Oh my God, you guys! I feel like when we first started doing this podcast, I kind of alluded to a story that involved. I think we were talking about like stupidest things that we ever did, like as kids. Like how did we survive into adulthood? And one of mine involves roller skate. I don't know if this is the time. But maybe it is. I mean, we did just have the Winter Olympics, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
Should we just close on this story?
Please.
Sure. Yeah.
This is one of my stories of what a complete fucking dipshit I was as a kid. All right, it's 1980. It is the Winter Olympics. This is when the Winter Olympics and Summer Olympics were still in sync, so every 4 years you got both of them. Big deal. Winter Olympics in 1980, like one of the big highlight. Everybody remembers the U.S. hockey team, of course. Mm-hmm. Do you believe in miracles? But fewer people remember U.S. speed skating gold medalist, I think, Eric Hayden. I only remember this because for some reason, this guy like captured my imagination. Speed skating, like when you see it, it's just these guys like fucking going around a skating rink, but just like hauling ass, just like swinging their arms up, and like, and then like getting down into this fucking crouch, like making themselves like super aerodynamic and just like fucking just trucking, and then getting back up and doing this fucking crazy like just go on YouTube, and I mean if you missed it during the Winter Olympics, I don't think I saw any speed skating stuff when I was at my physical therapy appointments where they were playing the Winter Olympics the whole time.
Very good.
But anyway, this shit I just thought was like the coolest thing ever. And this guy I thought was like the fucking coolest dude ever. At the time, I'm 10 years old, and a big kind of recreational thing for me and my cohort at the time was roller skating. This is pre-rollerblades, mind you. We'd go to the Skate Factory, which was a roller skating rink. And, you just fucking skate, and they would play music and the whole, what that is. The thing is, I mean, I was into that, but I was also into just fucking roller skating around the fucking neighborhood. And I had my roller skates, which were like these like sneakers, with just fucking trucks on the bottom. And what I would do, like now I'm all fucking hyped on Eric Hayden and speed skating. And my street, it was a kind of a very gentle incline. So if you went up the street, go out my front door, go up the street, like, maybe half a block or a block. I mean, this is all like suburban. There's no fucking actual blocks, but picture it like, maybe like a quarter mile, whatever, to your right. And then I would just like come screaming down the sidewalk, just like doing my Eric Hayden thing with like swinging my arms like a fucking maniac. And then I would like get down into my crouch, my aerodynamic crouch, and just go like, just, firing, down the, hitting terminal velocity, and just like screaming down to the end of the street where it would like curve around into a cul, going up into it towards a cul-de-sac. So anyway, one day I'm out fucking after school doing this, and so picture a fucking 10-year-old kid, right? Who's just like fucking just hauling ass down the sidewalk. And of course, like each house has a driveway that goes out, past the sidewalk, empties into the street. And between my house and our next door neighbor, there was like a low fence and then some hedges. And I can't remember this guy's name. He was just like a single guy at the time. And he had like a second gen Camaro, like a late 70s one. So here's me hitting terminal, doing my Eric Heiden thing, fucking going as fast as I possibly can, getting down into my crouch. So I'm like, maybe like 3 feet off of the ground and just like fucking booking, like going so fucking fast down the sidewalk. And at that very moment, unbeknownst to me, because I couldn't see him because I wasn't even looking ahead. I was just fucking, I'm just like, and of course he couldn't see me because there's this hedge and this fence, and because I'm a fucking idiot and I'm not even like high enough where you would be able to see me. My next door neighbor like gets into his fucking Camaro, and at the exact moment that I'm like coming down past my house, he starts backing out of his driveway. And I just go face first into the back fender of his fucking Camaro. Oof. And my teeth went up through my fucking lip.
Oh yeah.
Completely split my lip. And like my nose, and just like, I'm just fucking like just gushing.
That's
just blood fucking everywhere. Just fucking like, and I'm just like, I fucking go running into the house. It's just like my mom's just like, what did you do? I was like, it's like it's the fucking blood pouring into the fucking bathroom sink, and I'm and she's like washing, but and she's like, it's okay, and like she goes and gets ice and a pack, and it's like, okay, yeah, you fucking cut your lip, and it's like, yeah, okay, your teeth that it's like you haven't knocked any teeth out. It's like, all right. Meanwhile, this fucking poor dude, man, who's just like this fucking, he was probably like late 20s, early 30s, just fucking
no kid experience, not ready for this in any way.
And he's just, he thinks that he fucking killed me, man. And he's just like, and my mom like goes out, and he's just like, he's fucking white as a ghost. He's just like utterly fucking mortified. And she's just like, it's okay, it's not your fault. My son is a fucking idiot. and it's like, don't worry about it. Just, he'll be fine. It's like, is your car okay? It's like, did he put a dent in your fucking car?
With his face.
Which I think I had, but I think he was able to like push it out. But I feel like I remember my mom like telling me later, it's like, oh no, he was so like upset that he didn't even like go where he went. He just where he was going.
Back to his house.
He went back into his house and he poured himself a fucking drink and was just like,
Good.
doing this. This fucking hand shaking. But yeah, that was me and my Eric Hayden speed skating into the side of a car, of a moving vehicle, because I wasn't looking where I was going, and I was tucked so far, so close to the ground, that nobody in a car could possibly see me.
Hysterical.
Colin Cook was the guy who had the Peugeot in high school. We used to do that, Peter. We used to do that. We lived on this really steep hill called Wayne Hill. That is, let's see, 273 meters is so the average gradient is 6%. Max grade is 13%. So we'd go to the top of the hill and ride our bikes down. We actually used to sit on skateboards and like lay down on a skateboard and do it.
Yeah. Oh, we did that too.
Yeah.
That was later. That came like a few years later. I think that was the end of my speed skating career. So then it moved to skateboards. Yeah.
Better. Yeah.
Very good.
We would ride down on bikes. And I remember my dad got a bike that had like a digital speedometer on it.
Ooh.
And it was like, like how fast do you think we're going? And it's like, I can't remember the exact speed, but I remember thinking like, this is way faster than I've gone in a car. It was like 60 something or 70 something miles an hour. Like
Jesus.
It's a really long hill. And it's like, you think about that now and it's like, had someone pulled out of their driveway, there'd be nothing either of us could have done about it at the time. But just like how fucking vaporized you would be hitting the side of a car on a bicycle at 60 plus miles an hour. It'd be just like, God, there'd be nothing left of you. But yeah, very stupid. These kids are so stupid. We used to also sled down it in the winter. We'd lay in a sled and go down the middle of the road at night in the sled. And I was like, oh, we'll take a flashlight so that a car would be able to see us. And it's like, no, absolutely not. Like in the snow, no. Like, very, very good.
Yeah.
Well, here we are, both alive.
Yep.
Still alive.
Yeah. I'll save the other story, which involves a concussion and me riding my bicycle when I was a bit younger, for another episode.
Another baby concussion.
It was pre helmets those days. No one wore it.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Caught dead wearing a fucking helmet.
That might be an even stupider story though. But yeah.
You'd rather be dead than have your friends see you wearing a helmet on your bicycle.
I mean, they just didn't exist. I mean, to the extent that they did, it was like, yeah, you got a fucking like a motorcycle helmet or like a football helmet.
Yeah.
And even the football helmets, I mean, they were like the fucking the early 70s football helmets where it's like the padding was just like, like barely even padding, you know?
Oh God.
It was just like this fucking hard plastic thing with a slightly softer plastic on the inside.
The concussion generator.
Totally. Good times.
All right. Should we wrap it?
Rock and roll. Wonderful.
All right,
boys.
Stay tired.
Stay tired.
Stay tired, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.